I'm Tracy Radley, Holistic Healer Life Mentor, and welcome to Transmission Tuesday Light Language Healing Activation for February 6, 2018. I apologize for my absence the last couple of weeks, but I manifested myself dengue. So while doing collective work, I was also dealing with that myself, and happily on the other end of it now. So yeah, apologies for not being here for you, but obviously I needed my energy for myself during that time. This week I'm coming to you from the retreat place I go to kind of regularly after in the last 12 months in Thailand, because I've needed to rest and recover. So you may recognize this background from maybe 6 months ago. And again before that, I'm back in the little meditation hall out here in nature. So I'll go straight into the light language channeling because I can feel it's pushing. So if you want to close your eyes, open your heart, I'll bring the transmission through. Malese se 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 da 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 guru susumba, pantu da guru susumba de se se laka. La se 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 ma san se se ka, ma se se la ke senta. Kula sa sansa sansara kesa sulalai sansai sansakarasa sansara karasa samasa sanakashanta tantara karasa samakasanta tantara karasa samasa samaka sansaraka sanse sirakasha Sanamaka Tanakadesa Submission to Kadesa Sanaka Sansa Salake Tanaka Sintakaha Malaka Tanaka Sinsaraka Shanta Tulala Sensaya Kana Sanakara Nakarasika Kanamaka Tantakara Sinsaraka Shanta Tantakara Santa Pula Sasimake Shanta Kana Sanaka Salamaka Sanamaka Hankaha. Okay, so there's this week's transmission. Just let the vibrations flow through and integrate through your system there. If you have any feedback or questions, place it in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do so. If you have like-minded friends who may benefit from these healings and activations, please feel free to forward the video onto those people. The more they get access to these upgrades, the better it is for all of us because we're shifting the consciousness together. Just quickly, I had a really interesting morning this morning. Actually, most of the day, 7 hours on Skype with 2 different healers, one in the US and also doing light language, and another strongly emerging healer who's based in Australia. So we've spent 7 hours together today, separate conversations, but sharing our journeys, doing healing work together, and it was a really beautiful experience. With one in particular, we were speaking just light language to each other, no English, no nothing, giggling all the way through, but it was so aligning and so natural to have these conversations that our mind couldn't comprehend. Maybe one day we'll record it for you and you can actually view it. It's quite amusing, I think, to those looking from the outside, because we certainly had a good laugh while the higher aspects of ourselves are having these deeper, meaningful conversations. Our physical bodies and minds were just giggling. So it was really a lovely experience to have today, especially because, my system has been going through a lot recently, which you may also have been. I know a lot of people are. And for those that are really sensitive and that are really, filtering 24/7 as I do, it's really tough on the physical body to really function in the day. Sometimes it's 90% of the day is just getting through the day. And when you're feeling and influenced by so much around you, it doesn't matter what layers you put up sometimes to keep things out. If you're in environments that are so heavily dense in lower vibrations, it really takes its toll on your system. So I know there's a lot of people out there experiencing that, where you're just drained all the time, you're just exhausted and you're not fully in your power. So this is my experience quite regularly, going in and out, because I get dropped off or guided to places that are quite dense. So I bring in the light there, but also for me that takes its toll on my system, which is why I get maybe every 3 months to come somewhere like this and just give myself a chance to, to come back to me and get myself energized, I guess, ready for the next location and the next hit. I have to empower myself first and get that strength back. So I'm very lucky that I trust enough to know that I'm never given anything that I can't handle, though it's really been tested with not just the physical environment and the feelings and emotions and experiences of other people that I'm not even communicating with like consciously, but they're in my energy field, because you know, when I'm in alignment, I spread a long way. So I'm sitting in other people's homes, I'm in the cars that drive past me, you know, that type of thing. So this is where you pick stuff up. But to be able to find a space that you can kind of just come back to yourself, and I can actually experience being me, which is like, now it's such a beautiful blessing. So I make the most of it when I can. And just an update, I think I mentioned maybe a month ago, there was a possibility I may be coming to the US, but I wasn't really sure. It was just kind of something sitting there that popped up. I'm actually just confirming that I will be in the US, California side, come late March. So if you're interested in doing some work with me, like intensives, I will be around the area for a while. Exact location, not sure, starting near San Jose, and then it's just free falling. So if you're interested and you want me to, you know, keep you updated on where my locations will actually be, because I will go as I'm guided. I'm, like I said, just free falling because I'm told to go when things will fall into place, so I'm trusting that's the case. But yeah, if you'd like to get updated as I move around the US to where I will be, just send me an email. It's in the details below, or contact me through Facebook, Tracy Radley Holistic Healing Life Mentoring, and just send me a private message there just to say, hi Tracy, I may be interested in touching base with you. Just keep me updated on your movements. This seems to be something I'm not able to plan like normal. It's just going to have to fall into place step by step. So I'm hoping that I will, you know, get to meet a few of you there, because I really love those one-on-one experiences in person. I love the Skype and the Zoom, that's great, but you know, to actually be able to give a physical hug and hey, how you doing is, you know, is awesome. And you know, I don't get to do it too much these days because of my locations, but you know, I will certainly embrace the opportunities in the US while I'm there. In saying that, if you're maybe even interested in doing some type of joint venture, I'm not sure where that's coming up, but it is. Obviously, if that is aligning with you, that comment, just touch base with me and maybe we can actually work something out and see how it flows. I'm pretty open to anything these days. Wherever it's guided, wherever it feels aligned, I'll follow. Anything else? No, I think that's pretty much it for this week. Again, apologies for like the bad lighting in here. I was planning to do it, well, hoping to do it early in the day, but like 7 hours on Skype, and it's now late afternoon here, and the lighting's, you know, the sun's going down a bit, but hopefully it's bearable for you. So sending you lots of love this week. I hope, you know, after the, you know, the eclipse and everything that's just been through, the energies are settling for you. New opportunities are arising. Even though our buttons get pushed, just look for the opportunities that are going to come once you move through those shifts and those changes that, you know, you're being forced or pushed to make. Yeah, so look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good one. Bye.